Hi and welcome to another episode of Storytime with me, Kamoko. Our Sikh history is peppered with stories of not only our gurus but also of holy men and saints. One such man whose story I'm going to read to you today is Baba Farid. Baba Farid, the sweetness of the Naam. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a Muslim child in India called Farid. Like most children, Farid loved eating sweets, and like me too. His mother always knew this about him, and one day she told him, "Son, the Lord created everything and is the giver. Meditating on him is the best." Farid replied, "Mama, if I meditate on the Almighty, will I get something in return?" She explained, "Well, my son, we all meditate. We look very sweet to the merciful Lord, so God gives us all sweets to eat." "Oh, I love sweets," he declared joyfully. Farid was so inspired by what his mother had said about the sweets that he started doing Simran meditation. He sat down still and began to sense his body and slow down his mind. He noticed that inside him there was a whole world to explore. His imagination took him to fun places that he could only think about, and the more he imagined, the more boundless were the places he imagined. Farid was so inspired by what his mother had said about the sweets, so he started doing Simran meditation. He sat down still and began to sense his body and slow down his mind. He noticed that inside of him was a whole world to explore. His imagination took him to all the fun places he could imagine. The more he imagined, the more boundless were the places in his mind. One day when he was doing Simran, his mother quietly got out a bowl of sweets and put it in front of him where he was sitting. When he opened his eyes, he grinned from ear to ear. "Look, Mama, you were right. I meditated on God and He gave me sweets to eat," he exclaimed. Their hut filled with light, and his mother just quietly smiled to herself as Farid enjoyed his sweets. Farid meditated like this every day, and every day his mother quietly put a bowl of sweets in front of him. For when he opened his eyes, she became more and more proud to see Farid meditating every day. One day as he was doing his Simran, his mind became totally calm. He had this amazing feeling throughout his whole body. He felt everything and everything with him. Everything was divine. He began to feel a gentle warmth inside that radiated outwards. He was in touch with his soul and felt the vibration of the Naam. Then the feeling travelled from inside and he started to feel it outside and everywhere around him. Everything was God. Pure, sweet love. As he opened his eyes, he saw everything differently. He knew that love was everywhere. There was a beautiful light around him as he finished his meditation, and he sat there in bliss with a smile on his face. His mother noticed the difference in Farid and thought, "He looks so beautiful, like a little saint. He didn't even eat the sweets today." She asked him, "My dear son, why don't you want your sweets today?" He said, "Ma, the Lord is the sweetest of all. Eating sweets only makes my mouth happy. The sweetness of the Naam makes my whole soul happy. Candy, sugar, honey, they're all the same sweet, but nothing is as sweet as the Lord." Farid grew up to be a saint of God. He's still famous for the stories of his devotion to the Lord. Blessed are the saints and blessed are the mothers of saints. Like Farid, the way of the saints is to sing a song like no one has ever sung and walk a path higher than all the paths. This brings a taste of sweetness to the mind and love like nothing else. From today's story, I want you to try and practice meditation. Maybe not on the level of Farid, and maybe your mum won't always put a bowl of sweets in front of you, but use it as a tool to help your mind relax, to help your body relax, so you feel good from the inside and it radiates to everybody else around you, and you only see is love. Good night, sweet dreams.